So when a survivor first reaches out to us, one of our main priorities is that they're safe. Is it safe for them to contact us? And what are the needs that would make it best accommodating for them to reach us? And then after that, in the course of a conversation, a survivor can open up, building that rapport. They can identify a legal need of going to file PFA, or if they have custody concerns.
So when a participant is referred to the Justice Center, the intake process depends entirely on what type of client and referral it is. Justice Center represents two different types of clients: emergency clients and holistic clients. Emergencies are usually limited to PFAs and emergency custody matters. Those are sort of one-offs that we only represent in a limited capacity at basically one hearing. In contrast, we have holistic clients who we represent on any civil legal matter related to the abuse suffered in the relationship. So typically that looks like divorce, custody, child and spousal support, but it can also include immigration, landlord-tenant, consumer debt, small claims, really any, like I said, civil legal matter related to the abuse. So we really jump right in and try to get a history of abuse and a really quick understanding of what legal needs need to be met.
When survivors call the hotline, oftentimes they are in crisis. They are afraid for themselves and for their children. When you're in that traumatic space, it's very difficult to comprehend some information, especially if you're from another culture or speak another language. It's rewarding to me to be able to provide or help survivors understand how the court system works in the native language. I had a participant that did accompaniment. Well, she did not want to go through the court system because she was afraid that either she was going to be deported or that the children were going to be taken from her due to her status in the United States. So being able to provide information so the participant know what their rights are and safety plan with them going through the court is extremely important because oftentimes participants don't want to go through the court system because they don't have the right information or they don't have trust in the system. And you know, a lot of them, even though that we are a non-profit organization, they might look at the Women Resource Center as part of the system. So it's important to explain to survivors, you know, in the native language and build that rapport with those survivors.
I'm a Spanish-speaking advocate, so I think that, you know, when I get on the phone with a survivor that is calling in their first language is Spanish, you know, when they hear my voice that I speak Spanish, I think that's like almost like a relief for them. They're like, oh, finally, thank you. Like, you know, and they start explaining their story, and I just find that, I guess, heartwarming when they feel safe and like that I could understand what they're saying. You know, we may be the only resource and the only support that they have, and with the funding that we get, I think we can use that to help them get back on their feet and especially provide housing so they can feel safe, you know, and they can feel heard and they can get back on their feet. And I think that will also, you know, help and improve our community that we live in, you know, because then, you know, they're able to even give back.
The most rewarding part of my job is getting to see I call them mini miracles every day. I feel inspired almost every single day that I work here. And sometimes I am literally astounded by being able to witness the inner strength that our participants show. But by the point that they're coming to the Justice Center, that participant has already said, enough. This isn't fair, this isn't just, this isn't what I want for myself. So by the time that they're coming to us and that I'm able to engage with them, it's very rewarding to see that light still inside that individual woman.
So, as a survivor myself, when I fled my relationship and other previous incidences that I've gone through in my life from a young age, not knowing that these services were out there, and now working for an organization that can be that presence for somebody, to provide them that non-judgmental support, and being in an environment to being in an environment to provide that unconditional, open support and having the understanding of the impact of trauma. And when a survivor comes to us, being able to be like, you're not alone, I believe you, we will do for you whatever you need that works for you in your life so you feel safe. One of the important things is the economic security. That makes the most difference in a survivor's life, and being able to be that person that works for them, that works with them on their economic needs, just by providing that shampoo and conditioner and knowing that they can get up and be able to wash their hair on their time, cook their meals on their time, and not have somebody in the background telling them how to live their life. And they have the first opportunity to be like, I can breathe, I have peace, I can do this without living in a traumatic, chaotic space. This has been the most rewarding experience in my life.